Coffee Break with your host, Nasifa and Sola. Today is Monday, December 1st, 2008. And here in the Emerald Isle, instead of mistrust, we are embracing Christmas.
Good morning and welcome to Coffee Break. So in the spirit of Christmas and Thanksgiving, we remain grateful that we are still living.
Now, before we get down to the gristle of today's issues, I would like to take a moment to apologize for our absences last week. The producer had to travel, so this is how it is, you know, in small communities. But we do apologize.
Did you miss us? I know you did. To all our regulars, let's get updated.
As for you newbies, brace yourself. It seems as if someone in the know is listening to the show. Montserrat is now the proud owner of at least 2 new school buses. No more slave ship action. Kudos!
Now, I hate to rain on your parade. However, why is it that so many of the people who are considered crazy are left for England? Yet when they reach, they live completely normal lives.
I know. I have actually witnessed this one personally. It is nothing short of amazing. This guy used to walk around Montserrat looking like he just stepped out of a nightmare, okay? And then all of a sudden he disappears. Nobody knows when or how, he just disappears, right? And after waiting for several years, my man shows up with wife and kids right amongst us alive and just waiting to drop the bomb. Now really, it's that dramatic.
Whew. I guess that goes to prove that Montserrat could be, hazardous to some people's mental health.
Talking about mental, have you heard about Montserrat's history with the Black Heart books?
No, but I'm all ears.
Apparently, the Black Heart book has the power to control your mind if you disobey its instructions. As I hear it, okay, this book allows you to read but so far and no further. Should you choose to read beyond the point that you're told not to, you become consumed by the desire to drink blood.
So what idiot goes and buy a book like this?
Several, alright? They are all serving time in Montserrat's $1 million prison facility, okay?
Well, according to some Montserratians, this guy sucked his brother's blood in front of everyone. He is currently serving under the Queen's leisure, which means that you will be granted a pardon should the Queen have mercy on you.
Hopefully, she won't just forget you exist and have you rot in prison.
Hopefully. Alright, enough of that, Nasifa. We don't want to scare the nice people away.
On to other matters. I was going to let the statistics department have it in Montserrat. However, while moaning about how outdated the information is here in Montserrat, I found out that Montserrat is actually ahead of some Caribbean islands who are using more than a decade-old information for their statistics.
Well, it should, it should be more easier considering how small the island is.
You know, that's what I'm saying.
In fact, they're supposed to be able to provide a fresh census probably every year.
By the way, you notice the policeman in Montserrat have, wait. You know you do have a point there? Oh wait.
I know.
How, so you know where I'm gonna go with this, right?
I think I know. I'm bracing myself.
That mean they need to support, what you doing, statisticians? Or statisticians? What y'all doing? Tell me.
By the way, you notice that the police don't wear badges?
Yes, I know, I was going to tell you, you catch on. Yes, Daddy. I think it is so cool. I mean, it's certainly better than referring to a human being as a number. Excuse me, I would like to report a violation that was made by number 25.
Yeah, it does, lose some of its impact that way.
Guess what?
What?
Montserrat have tarantulas.
I know, but they are harmless, right?
Well, according to the ministry, they don't know.
I mean, I don't know.
They don't know. Perhaps we should throw on one of the representatives from the ministry and find out whether or not they're harmful. I mean, what else are they getting paid for? My goodness.
Well, where's the office for returning nationals?
Oh,
You know, 4 years ago the government made this announcement. However, no resident question on the streets could direct me to this office.
Another interesting thing about this office is its logical approach to defining a Montserrat citizen. One such definition is, right, that a returning Montserratian is any person, quote, who is a citizen of Montserrat or a belonger of Montserrat. Now, just how much more vague does this definition need to be? Not to mention, no one thought it was important to further define what a belonger is.
Well, based on the context of use, any person currently living in Montserrat meets this criteria.
I know.
I guess the powers that be will ask the foreigner if he or she is a belonger. If the foreigner says yes, I would only assess that he or she has met the qualification. I will say yes.
Another interesting definition okay, this one is the definition of a returning Montserratian, right?
Yeah.
It says any returning national is a person who has resided out of Montserrat for a period of 5 years or more. This particular one really gets me. The reason is because the government of Montserrat has gone on record as saying that Montserrat needs nationals now more than ever before. Okay? So they even went so far as to say they need them to assist in the development and economic expansion of the country.
Well, if this is really the case, why would the very same government demand that Montserrat nationals stay away for what, these 5 years? You understand me? Or becoming he or she could benefit from the establishment of duty-free concessions for returning nationals of Montserrat. You know, I can't help you with that one.
So anyway, the bottom line is your guess is as good as mine, right? I don't even think they know. Because another official definition that defines a returning national of Montserrat is any person who returns to reside in Montserrat. You get that? That's it. It doesn't say anything else. That's the definition. A returning national of Montserrat is any person who returns to reside in Montserrat. Does anyone besides me see the lack of logic here? A person born in Montserrat must stay away for at least 5 years. However, if you're a visitor to Montserrat and you leave, when you return, should it be to reside in Montserrat, you're qualified as a returning national. Go figure.
Do I stand alone as the only person that recognizes the intense level of desperation in these definitions?
That is a shame. Talking about shameful, you hear about that one monopoly in Montserrat?
Stop keeping me back and let me know.
Okay.
Me.
I hear a Montserratian woman from England, yes, a Montserratian woman from England, say that she went to pay her bill and had to wait outside while the people that worked there held a meeting. They took so long that she left.
Well, what she complaining for? Did they want she money? And they won't be going back?
I try to tell you, me either. That's bad. It's bad. Even for Montserrat, that's bad. Okay?
I thought as much. It gets worse.
It's
gonna get worse. I had to pay my light and water. How can you tell me that the bill of sauna in the waiting room? A sauna.
A sauna?
Yes.
So, come on. It was that hot?
No, it was hotter and worse.
It gets worse?
Yep. What's worse, they were all sectioned off. Them in them air conditioned room, one the 12 will be there sitting, sweating to the beat of 2 fan, which blowing me sweaty self back on me. I know hot air fan they put in there.
You hear that? Do you hear that they're trying to get a ferry from Trinidad?
Alright, let me get this here straight. What do you mean? A ferry or a ferry?
You know, shit, your guess is as good as mine, you know. But I guess the question would be, which is more likely to come out of Trinidad? A ferry or a ferry?
Well, I'm looking for something to fly in because I give up on the boat. You know what? Join us here next week where we'll find out if you're expecting a fleet or a freak. Right here
on Coffee Break.